TRW back here again with Royalists and Roundheads. Royalists and Roundheads 2 in particular. So clearly I had so much fun with Alfred that I wanted to continue on. Basically this is one of the series that I feel like I can iron out enough of the wrinkles that I can play with very little rules references or slowdown. I should say it's really seems a lot simpler now than when I first plowed through this teaching myself a few years ago. But it's good for me. For me, it's good. But I wanted a bigger battle, and this is definitely bigger. This is Edgehill, first major battle of the First English Civil War. And in game terms, it's just about twice as big. So kind of that was the whole Royalist army. Royalist army at Alfred. And so now you got all this, basically almost from edge to edge. Got some dragoons here on the far Royalist left. Cavalry under Wilmot, I think. Some infantry here. Byron's back there. Gerard and some infantry. And Rupert's cavalry. And then way over here on the far right, got some dragoons. Dragoons. Got some artillery in this. Right up here, up the slope, but off the screen. There's 3 artillery units. The parliamentarians also have 3 artillery here on their center left. They've got musketeers on the far left off the screen. Dragoons on the right here. Essex with some cavalry. Ballard with some infantry. Infantry and a reserve command. Meldrum with some infantry and a stand command. Essex with a stand command and infantry. And Ramsey with some cavalry. So when I was done setting it up, kind of looks like a straight up smash on fight. Let's see. Obviously, good opportunity to practice repeatedly the core mechanics. That's good. One thing I was noticing is I was just reading up quickly on the battle. The battle was hard fought, but essentially a draw. So it was hard fought, and it was a draw, which in game terms seems to be that certainly the losses were not low. I'm not actually exactly sure about the losses, but I was reviewing that it was hard fought. So I would think that the casualties would have at least been moderate, maybe. And so that means that the mechanic, as it is, here are the tables for rolling for victory. They start at 20 for the parliamentarians to roll for victory, and it starts at 18 for the royalists to roll for victory. But this is making me think, the more losses that even one side inflicts, the more likely it is they're going to get victory, which is one way to look at it. But if it was, and if you don't roll victory on these tables at the end of the time allotted, in this case it's 16 game turns, it's a draw. So it almost seems like maybe You know, I was thinking before, maybe these should be the difference in losses, and then you're rolling. And then I wonder if you actually could combine raw numbers and difference somehow to get rolling for victory, so that both, well, let's see, so it would be if both sides cause a lot of casualties to the other side, the difference is low. Raw numbers are high, but the difference is low. That still would seem to, drive towards a draw. I just noticed that, because this seems to, for this to be pushed towards a draw, I mean, there has to be a bunch of basically timid activity on both sides so that losses are low. Seems that way anyways. Okay, so this is Edgehill. First player is the Royalist side. I guess you can try to change orders on the first turn. I don't remember that you can't. So actually, I guess I will review the orders real quick and see if there should be some changes. So I'm not sure. I mean, I think Essex here, overall Commander Essex, wants to get the parliamentarians. Yeah, he wants to advance for sure. I don't know why he starts. So that's good. So Ramsey's advancing. Ballard is in reserve. Let's change that. He's not within command span of the overall leader, so he's just rolling against his command value there of 2. Oh, he gets it. I should have put out the order, so I'll give him an advanced command. That seems to be reasonable. So there, he changes right away. Let's ditch that reserve command. Get the advance command. Essex here, he has a stand. No. So let's give him probably an advanced command as well. So there. He also has a 2, is not within the command span of Essex, overall commander. He rolls a 4, so he does not get it this turn. Meldrum, yeah, it's definitely tried to. He is within the command span of Essex, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to subtract 1 from the die roll here. Oh, that's good. So he got it. He was going to take the advanced command that Essex didn't get. So ditch that. Stand command. Essex, he can change his. I still don't understand the use of a reserve command. He can change his on his own. No, he wants to advance as well, but he does not have to roll. Advance. There we go. So he changes to advance command. Okay, and then I guess I'll just pick up on the other side with the Royalist, and then they'll do their first player phases again: movement, combat, and rally. So now we're looking from the Royalist vantage point. Orders. Wilmot over here on the left has an advanced command. That's good. Wentworth, that's his name. He has a stand command. I'm going to try to change his. He is not within the command span of the overall leader, right? Where's the overall leader? Oh, he's way back here. He's off the screen down here. He's behind the artillery. So he does not get it. So there's no change. Oh, I got to put out the new order. Byron. Yeah, Byron's definitely going to try to advance. Ooh. Need to dig out more. There it is. Advance. Byron has a command value of 3. Alright, so he rolls a 1. He changes his. Alright, so Gerard has a reserve. He'll keep his reserves. Rupert has an advance. Rupert is actually going to try to change his. He has a 3 command value there of 3. He's going to try to change his to attack. Actually, go right into it. So I put out the attack. That's attack. Yep, and he rolls a 1. So he actually changes his from advance to attack. There we go. Alright, so that is the command or orders. I guess they call it orders. Order phase. Alright, so first player movement phase. That's the royalist. Movement. Let's see. So on the far left, we'll go ahead and send out our dragoons, right? Why not, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a dragoon unit there, and his partner there. 2 dragoon units there. They'll head towards the woods there. Wilmot. Actually, I'll do the other flank there. All right, so they'll parallel the little stream there. What do they call it? They call it. Yeah, they do call it a stream. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will use the bit of that slope there on their right anyways. Yeah. Alright, so now the rest of them. So Rupert has attack. He is not delaying. They're going right in. All cavalry. Yep, all cavalry. All movement allowance of 8. Let's see how far we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Alright, so Rupert goes all the way. Attack command, he can use all of his movement allowance. The artillery, as I recall, artillery can use the roads, which is one half of a, where is it? Trail, 1/2. Oh no, artillery spend 1 on a trail. Okay. Oh no, that's a trail. This is a road. Difference. So trail and road are different. But I only see roads on this battlefield. Okay. So it is 1/2 for the artillery. I think it negates the slope, because otherwise artillery do pay 1 to go down. So let's go. Oops. Let's go. They have a movement allowance of 2, so 1 and 2. This is going to be 1 and 2 down the slope, 1 and 2 down the slope. Movement allowance of a commander. Nobody sets up with Charles. Did I miss something? 6609? I guess I gotta check that quickly. Did I miss something? I didn't have any leftover pieces. 6609. Well, maybe it's because he's not a formation leader. I never thought about that. No, I guess a leader can be alone. So if a leader can be alone in his hex, what is his movement allowance? Just make it a mounted. Makes sense. Make it a mounted. I never thought about that. Huh. Well, let's put him up there. So now Charles the First is there. Still with the artillery. Gerard has the reserve. Move them forward 2. They with the reserve order, they just can't get within 5 of the enemy. With respect to movement. Yeah. Here's the gentleman pensioners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got these. We're gonna call them skirmishers. Skirmishers. That's what I meant to say. They have an advance order, so. Staying closer to the enemy, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got the stand order, but they can still move 1. And then they always have their advance order, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Royalist movement. Obviously, there is no combat, so although I do want to refresh myself on the range of artillery here, so I can pay attention to that. Yeah, artillery can fire out to 10 hexes. So actually, I take that back. There is defensive fire. That artillery there can actually hit Rupert's cavalry. The way that line of sight works is that these hexes, as the cannons look at the horse up there up the slope, this hex is higher than the lower unit, but it's closer to the higher unit than the lower unit, basically. So that's why they can see them. There's no drop off here that you can't see past. Yeah, so let's see, how do they want to do that? They want to mass against these 3. So it's going to be this one to here, this one to here, this one to here. I don't think you have to pre-declare fire, but I'm always doing that anyways. So we'll do it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At range 6, it's just nothing, no plus or minus, and so a 5 or a 6 is a morale check. All right, whoops, rolled the wrong die, but it was a 1. That missed. This one's shooting at the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same, obviously. Whoop, there we go. So they have a 5. So these guys have a high morale of 9, but they have to. So they pass with a 5, and then last artillery there, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. They roll a 2 for nothing. Okay. Yeah. So I need to remember, artillery is reaching out to 10 hexes. It's a -1 at 9 or 10 hexes, which means that it is only a morale check on a roll of 6 because you're going to subtract 1. Okay. Oh. Never mind. Scratch that. They passed their morale check, but actually that was not a hit. I think that was a 5. And it's actually -1 for shooting up 1 level. Yes, it is. Fires up 1 level. And I call that even though they can see them, from the angle up the slope, they're left less of a visible target. That's how I see that. Okay, but actually that should have been a miss. Again, I think that was a 5. -1 for shooting up a slope would be a 4, which is a miss. Okay, gotta remember that. Firing up slope. Actually, to remind myself, the 2 pieces of terrain here that will affect stuff for fire is up a slope and in the woods. And then melee, it's going to be across the streams and the woods and up 1 level. Okay, so fire, it's up the slope in woods. Melee, it's up the slope, woods, and across the stream. Which makes perfect sense.